Yo, stop scrolling, bro. Let me ask you something real quick. Be honest, okay? How many times in the last match did you lose the ball and just stood there like, yo, what just happened? Yeah, I know. You probably told your teammates the pitch was bad. Nah, bruh. It's not the pitch. It's not your boots. It's you. And that's okay, because today, we're gonna fix that. If you always lose the ball, whether someone presses you too fast, you panic, or your first touch is wild like a bouncing kangaroo, I got you. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly what to train, why you lose the ball, and how to keep it like a pro. I'm about to drop 7 key techniques that separate the smooth players from the clumsy ones. We'll go step by step. I'll even give you drills to fix your touch, awareness, and body control. So, grab your boots, tie those laces tight, and let's get started. First, let me ask you, why do you even lose the ball so much? It's usually because of 3 things. You panic when someone presses, your body shape is wrong when you receive, or you don't know what to do before the ball even comes. Basically, you're reacting instead of preparing. And football, my guy, is not about reacting. It's about predicting. It's chess, not checkers. You ever watch Busquets, Modric, or even Pedri? They look like they have all the time in the world, right? It's not magic. It's preparation. All right, let's break this down, starting with the first 2 key techniques that will literally stop you from losing the ball every 30 seconds. Technique number 1, scan before you receive, the invisible skill. Bro, I swear, 90% of players lose the ball because they're blindfolded while playing. You running, calling for the ball like a madman, but you have no idea what's behind you. Then the pass comes and boom, a defender eats you alive. Scanning is basically your radar. You check left, right, behind you before the ball even comes. That way, when you receive, your brain already knows where the danger is and where to move next. Now here's the golden rule. Scan every 2 to 3 seconds before the ball reaches you. Don't believe me? Go watch clips of Xavi Hernandez. That man's head moves like a bobblehead toy. I'm serious. He scans like 6 times in 10 seconds. That's why when he gets the ball, he's already 1 step ahead of everyone else. So when you're in the game, train your eyes like that. Don't just stare at the ball. Look around. Who's pressing? Who's open? What's behind you? That's how you stop panicking. Because panic happens when your brain gets surprised. And if you already saw the danger coming, you'll never be surprised again. Drill 1, the cone scan drill. Here's a super simple one you can do anywhere. 1, place 4 cones around you in a small square. 2, have a friend pass you the ball randomly. 3, before the ball reaches you, you must call out the color of one of the cones behind you. Have your friend shout which one. 4, receive, pass back, repeat. It sounds simple, but it trains your brain to check surroundings before controlling the ball. Do this for 10 minutes every training session, and you'll start seeing the whole pitch differently. If you don't scan, you're basically playing football like that one uncle who plays Sunday League and shouts, "Man on," 2 seconds too late. Don't be that guy, bro, please. Technique number 2, open your body to the field, the 45-degree rule. Now this one right here, game changer. Most players lose the ball not because they have a bad touch, but because they're receiving the ball facing the wrong way. You know that moment when your teammate passes to you and you're standing square to the ball, shoulders facing him? You control it, and now you have no idea what's behind you. Boom, tackle, again. Here's what pros do differently. They open their body at an angle, usually 45 degrees toward the field. That way, they can see both the ball and the space ahead in one glance. Watch Thiago Alcantara or Toni Kroos. They're never receiving facing the passer. They're always slightly turned, ready to play forward or pivot. When you open your body, you create options. You can turn, switch, or play one touch. When you don't, your only option is to pass backward, and your coach starts questioning his life choices for putting you in midfield. Drill 2, the wall turn drill. Here's how to fix it. 1, find a wall or a rebounder. Pass to it with your right foot. As the ball comes back, open your body to the left. Control it with your back foot and play forward. Then switch sides, left foot to right side. Repeat for 3 sets of 20 reps. You're training your body to naturally open up when the ball comes. Over time, it becomes automatic. When receiving, always use your back foot, the one furthest from the passer. It protects the ball from defenders and gives you a quicker exit route. Now imagine this. You scan before the ball comes, and then you open your body perfectly. You already know where the pressure is and your angle to play forward. Bro, you just went from a nervous beginner to a composed midfielder in 2 steps. Remember when Andres Iniesta played against Chelsea in the 2009 Champions League semifinal? That 93rd minute goal, calm, collected, perfect control before smashing the top corner. That moment didn't happen by accident. He scanned, he opened his body. He was ready before the ball even came. That's what pros do. They prepare before they receive. That's why they look so smooth, even under pressure. You're probably doing everything after the ball touches your foot. That's why it feels like chaos. But not anymore. Because now you've got the first 2 keys. 1, scan early so your brain is ready. 2, open your body to the field so your options explode. Once you master these 2, you'll feel like the game slows down for you. You'll start hearing your teammates yell, "Yo, bro's calm under pressure now." And that's the best compliment in football, trust me. Now I know what you're thinking. Coach, I'm trying all that, but I still lose the ball when someone presses hard. Yeah, that's where the next technique comes in. Because scanning and body shape won't save you if your first touch, shielding, and decision speed are trash. That's what we'll fix next. I'll teach you 3 more techniques that'll make you unshakable under pressure. How to control the ball like glue, protect it like a tank, and make faster decisions than your opponent can blink. But for now, remember this. Football isn't about tricks, it's about control. And control starts before you even touch the ball. So, next time you're on the pitch, scan like Xavi, open like Kroos, and stop blaming the pitch when you lose the ball. You can't fix the pitch, bro, but you can fix your habits. Now, I'm about to wrap it up with 3 more techniques that'll make you unforgettable. So stay tuned. We ain't done yet. Now we'll dive into the secret sauce of staying calm under pressure, reading defenders, and controlling that first touch like a pro. Trust me, this next technique is where players go from to whoa, who is that guy? Hit the like button, grab some water, and I'll see you enjoying the next techniques. You've already learned the first 2 keys. 1, scan before you receive, and 2, open your body to the field. Now it's time to level up, because this part right here is where good players turn into monsters on the ball. All right, champ, if you're still losing the ball, then either you skip the first 2 techniques, go fix that, or you still doing what I call panic football. You know what panic football is? It's when the ball comes and your brain just shuts down like an old computer. You freeze, then you try to do 15 things at once. Fake, dribble, spin, cry, and by then, the defender's already having dinner with your possession. But that ends today. Because now, we're getting into 3 more techniques that make you unshakable under pressure. Technique number 3, master the first touch. Your best friend comes charging in. What do? If you panic and try to run away, you're done. If you freeze, you're done. You need to shield the ball like it's your little brother and the defender's trying to steal his lunch money. Shielding isn't about being big, it's about using your body smartly. Watch Sergio Busquets. He's not the fastest, not the strongest, but bro, try taking the ball off him. It's impossible. Why? Because he uses his arms, hips, and legs like armor. Here's the technique. 1, place your body between the defender and the ball. 2, keep the ball slightly behind your front foot. Not too close, not too far. 3, use your arm, not elbow, chill, to feel where the defender is. 4, keep your knees bent and your balance low. When you do that right, defenders can push all they want, you'll feel like a brick wall. Drill 4, the body balance drill. You could do this solo or with a partner. If you have a friend, stand shoulder to shoulder and lightly bump each other while dribbling in place. Work on balance. Solo, just dribble in tight circles while keeping your body low, occasionally turning your back to an imaginary defender. You're training your muscles to protect automatically. Because here's the truth, 90% of players lose the ball because they're too soft. You need to be calm and strong. Play like Gavi, small but fierce. That guy's like a bulldog in midfield. And if anyone tells you shielding is boring, bro, remind them you can't score if you don't have the ball. Technique number 5, decision speed. Don't overthink, just read the game. This one separates players from playmakers. The slower your decisions, the faster you lose possession. And I'm not just talking physical speed, I'm talking mental quickness. You need to know what to do before the ball even comes. That's why scanning, technique 1, matters. It gives your brain data. But once you have that data, you gotta decide fast. If you take 3 seconds to pass, bro, in pro football, that's 2 seconds too long. How to train it? Drill 5, one-touch chaos drill. Grab a friend or two. 1, set up a 4x4 meter square. 2, pass around with one touch. 3, add a pressing defender who walks around trying to block passes. 4, every 30 seconds, increase tempo. This drill forces your brain to think fast, react fast, and move the ball cleanly. If you're solo, try juggling the ball and shouting out random numbers or colors around cones placed around. It trains your focus and decision multitasking. One example? Watch Luka Modric in El Clasico. He doesn't run faster than anyone. He thinks faster. He knows when to turn, when to hold, when to pass. That's why he's still elite at nearly 40. His brain's the real weapon. You gotta train your football brain like a muscle. Fast decisions come from constant repetition and scanning. So next time you get the ball, stop overthinking like it's a math test. Just trust what you already saw. All right, bro, we got 5 techniques down, but you're not leaving yet. The last 2 are the glue that holds everything together. They'll take you from pretty good to holy crap, this guy doesn't lose the ball anymore. Technique number 6, play simple, then add spice. I know you want to do skills, elastico, step overs, nutmegs. We all love that. But let's be honest, most of you are losing the ball because you're trying to play like prime Neymar while moving like a shopping cart. Bro, simplicity wins games. You watch Iniesta, Grealish, or Bernardo Silva, they're not doing circus tricks every time. They move, pass, move again. 1-2, glide. That's how they control rhythm. So here's a rule. Play simple until the game forces you to be fancy. Don't force skills, earn them through rhythm and control. Drill 6, the 1-2 movement drill. 1, place a cone, pass to a wall or a partner. 2, as soon as you pass, move to a new space, receive and pass again. Keep your touches light, tempo high. You're training your brain to move after every pass because motion creates options. Standing still after passing, bro, that's a crime in football. You're basically telling your teammate, yo, I'm tired, good luck. Keep it flowing. Simple, quick, sharp. You'll start to feel the rhythm of the game. Once you master that, then add the flair. Like Ronaldinho, he didn't dribble for attention, he dribbled because it was necessary. There's a difference. Technique number 7, control your emotions and stay ice cold. Now this last one's more mental than technical, but it's the one that makes or breaks players. Because sometimes, bro, you don't lose the ball because of bad technique. You lose it because you lose your mind. You get frustrated, angry, or nervous, and suddenly you're forcing everything. Calm players win duels. Calm players pick passes. Calm players dominate. Ever watch Zidane? Bro, was pure elegance. He could have 3 defenders on his back and he'd still look like he's chilling on vacation. That's emotional control. When you stay calm, your technique stays sharp. When you rush, your legs go stiff and your brain panics. So when you mess up, don't beat yourself up. Laugh, reset, and get back into shape. Drill 7, pressure reset drill. During your solo drills, do this. Every time you lose the ball, take a deep breath, clap once, and restart within 2 seconds. Don't complain, don't stop. Train your reset flex. That's how pros keep composure mid-game. Because trust me, bro, the difference between a Sunday League hero and a pro baller isn't just talent. It's who stays calm when chaos hits. Now let's put it all together. You've got your 7 keys. 1. Scan before you receive. 2. Open your body to the field. 3. Master your first touch. 4. Shield like a tank. 5. Make fast decisions. 6. Play simple, then add spice. 7. Control your emotions. These 7, my guy, are going to change your entire game, but only if you practice every single one. Don't just watch this and say nice video. Nah, bro, grab a ball, go outside, and do the work. Because football doesn't reward who wants to improve. It rewards who trains with purpose. Let me tell you something from experience. Every pro you admire, Messi, Modric, Mbappe, they all had days where they couldn't control a single pass. But they didn't quit. They studied the game. They drilled the basics until they became instincts. You can do the same. You just need consistency. So next time you're on the pitch, don't be scared to get pressed. Smile at it, because you know what to do now. You've got the 7 keys. Now go out there, apply them, and make every touch mean something. And hey, if you learned something today, smash that like button, share it with your teammates, and subscribe for more real football talk. Because around here, we don't just play football, we understand it. Now go train, bro. The ball's waiting.